Think about the strangeness of today's situation. 30, 40 years ago, we were still debating about what the future will be, communist, fascist, capitalist, whatever.
Oh yeah, capitalism has triumphed. But over whom? You have miracles of technology. You've sent man into their stratosphere. But what of the people remaining here on Earth? Why are they so fearful?
Go capitalism, free market, free enterprise. They don't believe in any of that. They don't believe in free enterprise or free market. They want socialism for themselves. They want a handout and a net for themselves. To hell with everybody else, but give it to them. And I think really what we're seeing here right now with them, with the banks, we're seeing the end of capitalism. The end of capitalism as we know it, and I say good riddance.
We have not had capitalism. We've had some freedom in our markets and some free market pricing, but we didn't have free market pricing in money, in interest rates. And now we are socializing our system. So we're acting as if capitalism has failed. But if we don't win this intellectual argument and prove to the country and to the people that it wasn't capitalism that failed, but it was interventionism, inflationism, and cronyism, and corporatism, and the military-industrial complex, and this whole concept of the safety net for everybody. If that is not challenged, we are in for some very, very bad times.
There's something happening here, but what it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling me I got to beware. I think it's time we stop, children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn.
Today, nobody even debates this issue. We all silently accept global capitalism is here to stay. On the other hand, we are obsessed with cosmic catastrophes. The whole life on Earth disintegrating because of some virus, because of an asteroid hitting the Earth, and so on. So the paradox is that it's much easier to imagine the end of all life on Earth than a much more modest radical change in capitalism. Which means that we should reinvent utopia, but in what sense? There are two false meanings of utopia. One is this old notion of imagining an ideal society which we know will never be realized. The other is the capitalist utopia in the sense of new perverse desires that you are not only allowed but even solicited to realize.
Gentlemen, as you know, I'm Adam Forsch. I'm taking this class for Dan Mozanowski for literary criticism and theory. I'm going to begin by introducing our combatants for the debate. This is Adam Rowan. Adam, I want you to say something about yourself for the camera.
My name is Adam Rowan. I'm from Big Lake, Minnesota. I'm a sophomore, and I'm an econ major.
And this is Lucas Ball. Luke, why don't you...
My name is Luke. I'm from Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. I am also a sophomore, and I am an advertising major.
Alright guys, what we're going to do here is basically discuss some of Zizek's theories on capitalism. The first thing we're going to talk about, as we were discussing earlier, is the society of pleasure versus constraint. We have diet soda, we have, cream and cookies without fat. How do you feel that this applies to capitalism in a positive or negative manner? Adam, you can start.
Well, I feel that this applies to capitalism very closely in a negative manner, just because there is no middle ground anymore. In one point, people like Adam said that there was a difference between like pleasure and what you had to do, and now instead of working hard or going for something, actually accomplishing something, you can just drink diet pop. You can't, there's no, like, you can have so many vices and it isn't even really affecting your life. There's no middle ground anymore with that. There's just both ends of the spectrum, similar to capitalism, where there's the wealthy and the poor. We're losing our middle class in America, and eventually it will come down and crash on us.
I like what you said there about working hard, and do you feel that there aren't as many people today that are willing to work as hard for the same amount of money because of the pleasure and constraint balance?
Yes, I do agree with that. There's so many people out there that need to work and have to work, but the definition of capitalism is that you have a base of unemployed, just that keeps the wages down. So if everybody's employed, the wages will go up. But with that unemployment and more people willing to work, they can pay the people that actually have the jobs less. So it's these people who don't have jobs that are willing to work hard, that are willing to go after it, can't because there aren't a job for them because the wages are so low.
And Luke, how would you respond?
I feel that perhaps that this is maybe being taken a little too far. Maybe people should look at it as more of an advance, something to be proud of. The fact that people can choose now whether or not, like with the diet soda, you can have the regular soda or you can have the diet soda. That's an advance that capitalism has allowed us to have. And part of the problem, I feel, rather than, unemployed versus people who are just, not looking for jobs or whatever, is more of the idea of that we're moving towards is an abandonment of the capitalist ideas altogether and the ideas of sharing wealth and with welfare programs and all those other social programs that we have. It's more of a movement towards a socialism rather than a pure capitalist government that